I'm a bit late to the party, but it turns out that there is a new Naruto mobile game called Naruto Ninja Cards, which is available for iOS and Android devices. At first, when I heard about this game, I thought that it would be something like Pokemon TCG Pocket, where you just collect cards, but I was actually wrong. There is a card collecting aspect to it, but the core idea of this game is that you battle with these cards. So, the core gameplay mechanics is as follows. You and your opponent bring a deck consisting of 10 different cards. Then you deploy these cards in one of the 3 lanes in order to reach the opponent's Hokage's mansion. The person who hits the enemy's Hokage's mansion 2 times or wins by deck out wins the whole game. Each card that you have has 2 main attribute points. One of those is their chakra, which is indicated by this blue vortex and depicts how much damage the card can take and deal out, and their energy cost, which is labeled as this fiery counter. To deploy your card, you have to wait until the energy bar fills to the required amount in order to use it. Once the card is deployed, you will start to regenerate energy, you will receive a new card in its place. Oh, and by the way, before you put a card, you can actually see what kind of card will be the next one, so you can think a little bit strategically when placing your cards, and the deployed card will slowly move up the lane depending on where you placed it. The thing in this game is that each card has its own unique attributes and abilities. As you can see, cards can have push, pin, rush, slow, summon and teleport skills, which are then combined with some specific cards' special jutsus. Let's take, for an example, the Showmanship Naruto card. In general, it's just a normal Naruto card with 2 chakra points, but its special ability is that after 10 seconds it gains plus 5 chakra points. That means if the opponent does not deal with this card fast enough, it can become very tanky. When Sakura is deployed, she can deal 2 damage to the enemy's furthest card, or take Giant Vortex Jutsu Kakashi, who, when summoned in a lane, can unleash a water vortex that pushes the enemy's cards back in the lane and deals a ton of damage. Since this game is a bit on the real-time strategy side, in order to win, you have to know which cards synergize the best and which cards to deploy at the correct time. For example, one of the true strategies that I used was this. At the start of this game, I would wait for the opponent to drop a card so that I could instantly play Sakura, which would destroy the card immediately. Then, when the battle was fully developed, I would drop Showmanship Naruto so that he gains plus 5 chakra, and then drop either Tsunami, who gives plus 1 chakra to the cards in my lane, or Ebisu Sensei, who does the same thing but only to the closest card when deployed. That way I would make my Naruto tanky as hell. Each battle lasts 2 minutes and 55 seconds. If the timer runs out, you are thrown into a death battle where no new cards are given. If you deploy all of the cards in your hand and they are all defeated, you lose the game. Or you lose by having your Hokage's mansion destroyed. There is both a skill and a luck aspect to it. I have to say that one of these games I lost and the game bugged out on me, so that I was not able to exit the match and I was stuck in it. Some of these cards are OP and some are just meh. And all of this is decided by the rarity. We have common, rare, epic and animated legendary cards. Once you receive an animated legendary card, you get a special anime animation and the card itself is animated. The higher the rarity, the crazier the card's abilities can be. You probably already know where I'm going with this one in a free-to-play game. To get these cards, you can open scrolls. There are 2 ways to do it. One is to wait 12 hours and receive a free scroll, or spend 12 ramen tokens, I assume it depends on the amount of time left on the scroll, to speed up the process in order to get 5 new cards for your collection. You are also able to see the drop rate for each type of a card in this game. As you already noticed, all of these cards use anime visuals for their characters or even specific still frames from certain scenes for action related cards. I assume this is because in an interview that a French YouTuber called Susukre, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, had with the developers of this game, they said that since Bandai owns the IP of Naruto, they could not even release this as a full game, but rather as an app, and they could only use anime still frames for the characters and special cards. And that's not only for the cards, the music in this game is also all from the anime. I'll leave the link to the full interview if you understand French, but if you don't, I will also leave a Twitter thread where this whole interview is explained in English down in the description, so be sure to check those out as well. For now, the game only has characters and moments from the first arc of Naruto, aka the Land of Waves arc, so there aren't a ton of cards to collect yet. Each card also has 2 versions, a regular version and a foil version, which just makes the card a bit shiny. You're also able to upgrade the cards by using shards, which can be acquired by selling duplicate cards, because of course you get duplicate cards in the pool, or by completing missions. Once the card is upgraded, it increases its special ability or its stats like chakra, for example. You're also able to read the card's abilities, the specific card's description, as well as which episode in the anime and which chapter in the manga this specific scene took place in, which I think is a cool addition. You can even interact with the card a bit. The rare cards have a slightly cooler visuals like this Kakashi one or the ultra epic Sasuke one that I mentioned earlier. You're also able to create multiple decks and edit them as you please. Then we have the Legends page, where you can see all of the cards that were released in this chapter and which cards follow a specific theme in order to unlock something like a chapter for them. Then of course we have the shop, where you can spend real money to buy Rio, which then can be used to buy ramen balls, force scrolls or resources to upgrade cards. There's also some customization that you can do, but sadly I was not able to edit my character yet because there were no customization options available. Not sure was it because I'm a low level or because they are not yet introduced fully. Regarding what else you can do, you can play an infinite practice mode where you can spam cards and think about strategies, or complete special missions, which are 1v1 battles against the CPU, which actually follow along the story's arc. After completing them, you get some nice rewards. And, of course, you can battle online. There's also a progression system called arenas. I don't know if that's the correct name, but after receiving a win, you receive a certain amount of these tokens that are used to progress through the arena. After reaching a specific point, you can rank up and earn bonuses. There are also milestones that you can complete for more rewards and single missions that give out rewards as well. Personally, I'm not a big mobile gamer, but for some reason this game is actually fun and I might see myself playing this for a bit longer. There are only two minuses that I would mention. One of them is that this game is a little bit buggy. For example, like the issue I had after I was defeated, I was not able to get off the match, so I had to restart the app in order to get out of the match entirely. And there is a pay to win aspect. I mean, yeah, lol, it makes sense, it's a free to play game. But you have to be careful because, for example, I had an encounter where this player had this ultra crazy Kakashi card who could spam 5 cards at the same time, and it's really hard to deal with, especially if you are free to play player. You will always be at disadvantage essentially. I just wanted to point this out since it's the main reason I usually don't like these types of games. But would I recommend it? Sure, if you have some time to spare and want a new RTS like Naruto game, I would suggest you give this one a shot. If you find this small review informative and interesting, please be sure to like and subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. Before I go, I as well want to give a big shout out to Dupa, Soapix, Z-Center, Mati, Deckpads and China's Boy for being channel members where I'm currently making this video. Thank you so much guys, and as well thank you for watching this video. But yeah guys, that's kinda it for me. I hope you enjoyed this review and I'll see you next one. See ya, bye bye.